Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie, and if you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that button down below and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Also, please don't forget to click that bell and turn on your post notifications so you can get notified of any future videos. Alright, so for today's video, I am going to be sharing all of the products that I've been loving in the month of October. I really have been using them a ton. Even today, like now that we're in November, I've actually still been picking up these products, so I'm going to share that with you today. So as you can see, for brows, I already filled them in because you guys know it's just a lot easier that way. Saves us some time because I could take forever with that. So I do love this brow gel right here, which is the one I used today. This one is the Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade, and this one's in the shade Medium Brown. I use this so much, you guys. Like, I'm not even kidding you. It's literally to the very end. You see the bottom, you can see it. Ugh, just love this thing. I've also been going in with the CoverGirl Soft Brown, what is this? Ultra Fine Brow Pencil, and that one looks like that. This one is really good. I like to use this on top of the brow gel just to get into like those little areas, those little nicks and crannies, you know what I mean, where it's kind of sparse. So I use that. And to be honest, I've been using this a ton. This is the Nyx Control Freak. I used to talk about this all the time. I started using the Anastasia one, and then I picked this one back up because I was rushing and I was like, I can't find it because I have the little one, and that's lasted me for a very long time. It's really good, you guys, but I've just been picking this one up as, you know, since I was rushing, and I'm always in a rush. So yeah, I've been using this one, and it honestly, it still works just as good. You can see my brows, they're perfectly fine, tamed and brushed out nicely. Then highly recommend this. So yeah, went back to that. For eyeshadow palette, I have been using this right here. This is the Tartelette Toasted Palette. The Tartelette Toasted Palette. There you go. So this is what she looks like. It has a nice large mirror, but this is what she looks like. Let's see. Can we get her? There we go. Now we got her. So this is what she looks like, and it's just a really beautiful palette. Definitely a palette that I would go in with, obviously. So I'm going to just share with you what I've been doing. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I honestly just wing it as I go every day. So I'm just going to be grabbing this large BH Cosmetics brush. It's a 102. It's part of like one of their first sets that they ever that I ever bought from them. So I still have it. I'm going to be going in with Latte, which is this one here. And with that big brush, I am going to be applying that all over the lid, of course. I'm also going to be grabbing the other side of the brush, and I'm going to be going in with S'more, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to be applying that on the brow bone, just like that. I like a nice little highlight to the brow bone lately. Now that I'm done with that, I am going to be switching my brush. I'm going to be grabbing this brush here. This is the Morphe M573. I'm going to be going in with this shade here. This one is called Warmth right here. So grabbing that with the brush. And what I like about the palette is that it has the names of all the names of the eyeshadows right underneath it. So it's a lot easier for me to tell you what shadows I'm going in with. So grabbing that shadow, I'm just going to be applying that right here on the outer V, but also going in right into the crease like that. And just going back and forth in windshield wiper motion. Alright, so switching my brush, I'm going to be going with the Morphe and Jeffree Star JS12. I'm going to be going in with a little bit of Cozy, which is this shade here. And I'm also going to be mixing in just a little bit of Fireside. So both of those together, as you see. And with that, I'm going to be going in right here on the outer V, but really into the crease right there, so it gives it a little bit of definition. See that? And I'm also flipping it back. But that shade right there is going right in the socket just to define that crease better. You see that? And at the same time, I'm blending it because this brush is perfect to apply and blend these little areas like that. All right, so grabbing the Morphe M573 brush and a little bit more of this shade right here, Warmth. I am going to be grabbing some of that and just applying a little bit more, just to bring a little bit more of that warmth back. And that's that. So now I'm going to be going in with a little bit of this shade here. This one is called Candle, and it's just like a shimmery shade. So grabbing that flat shader brush again that I used in the beginning, obviously it's clean, but I'm going to be grabbing some of that and just applying it right here on the center. You can also go in and spray the brush, which I can also do right now. So I'll spray it a little bit just to intensify a little bit of the, you know, a little bit of the shimmer. So going in and it's grabbing a little more. You see that? Really pretty. Look at that. It looks really nice, and it gives it a little bit of dimension to the eye, as you can see. It's kind of like a little halo. There you go. And then I'm just going to apply a little bit on this side. See? Perfection. So I'm going to be going back in with the Morphe and Jeffree Star JS12 brush and just a little bit of Cozy and Fireside, a little bit, just once again, just to go in and blend right here and right here. A little bit, not too much, just a little bit. And I've also been going in with a lot of liquid eyeliner. So this one has been my go-to. It's honestly the only one that I use, really. And this one is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Easy Glide Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. So here we go. Alright guys, so I'm back. As you can see, I have my lashes on, and now we are ready to jump onto the face. So going in with this is the Fenty Beauty Soft Silk Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. I absolutely love this, you guys. It has been literally the only one I've been using. So I don't know if you can see. I mean, I don't use too much, but I've been using a lot of it. I don't know. It doesn't really show, but as you can see, like, I go in with a pump and a half. And this works really well for me. So, and I love using this one because I'm going to show you the foundation in a minute, but it is a nice soft matte foundation, and I feel like this just kind of balances it off a little bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I've been really loving the combination of the face primer with the foundation. But in between the primer and the foundation, I have been spraying the Mario Badescu Skin Care facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. Love this stuff. I've been using this for years, and I just spray a little bit of this just to give me, you know, my skin a little bit of extra hydration, you know. So real quick. Love this stuff. All right, so even though it's not dry, like if you want to go in with a sponge or whatever and just go over it, you can, just like that. All right, so for the foundation, I have been going in with this one. So good, you guys. I honestly feel like this is the only foundation I would probably need my whole life. That is honestly, I've never said that before, but this is honestly like the best. It gives you amazing coverage, feels super lightweight. The shade is perfect, matches me like beautifully, and a little bit honestly goes a long way. This one is a soft matte complete foundation in the shade Valencia Medium 5. I've been using this every single day, and I just love it. So I'm just going to apply a little bit here. I don't know if a little bit goes a long way. Like, to me, that's a little bit. I don't know. Don't judge me. All right, so I'm just going to be grabbing my damp sponge and just blending it out. But do you see this? Look at that. Look at that coverage. So nice. So you see, it just looks really good, and like I said, it's not super duper matte. It's a nice soft matte foundation. So, because I'm not a big fan of like matte foundations, I'm really not. but this one right here is actually really, really, really beautiful. And I love the way it just makes my skin look. It doesn't make it look creepy or anything like that, you know. Looks good. So for extra coverage underneath the eye, I have been going in with this right here. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. So good. This one is in the shade medium. And you guys already know if you've tried this. I mean, if you haven't, I don't know where you've been. Go get it. You need this in your life. Like, you really do. It's just like the best. And honestly, it gives you the best coverage. Lasts forever. I've never had a problem. This combination right here is the best, to be honest. The primer, the foundation, and the concealer. It's just been, like I said, my go-to. It's lasted hours and hours and hours. So that's why I'm saying, like, honestly, go try this together and you guys will see. And I've tried this with a mask on. I will show you the spray that I use to set my face, and I'm telling you, this makeup will not budge. Like, I've rubbed my face, nothing. My makeup has stayed in place. Has not moved. And like I said, it lasts for hours and hours and hours. Alright, so moving on to cream bronzer, I've been going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This one's in the shade Fawn, and I've been just using this so much. It's such a good, like, concealer to cream bronze, you know? So I'm just going to go in and apply that on the outer perimeter. You can go in with as much as you want. It's honestly the most inexpensive concealer you will ever buy and have, because, like, and it's just so good. Like, the shades they have in there are amazing. And I've never had a problem. You can go in with as much as you want to bronze, contour, highlight underneath the eye, all that good stuff. But I've been using this one too. Cream bronze, of course, like I said. So I'm just going to be going in with a little brush. And I'm going to go in with this one, I guess, because it's the only one that's right here. This one is a BH Cosmetics brush. And I'm just going to blend that. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to set my under eye in just a little bit, because the Tarte concealer is creamy. It's not drying, but I don't want it to really be dry and looking under my eye, you know? So I'm going to go in with some of this, just a little bit, like I said, just to set. And this is my e.l.f. blush brush. I don't need too much, as you can see. And then I'm going to go in on my chin, a little on my forehead. My forehead and in between my brows is definitely an area where I like to go in with some powder, of course. Now for bronzer, I have been loving the Lottie London Tan Time bronzer. So good, you guys. Good, good, good. And I'm going to be going in with the Nazani Kavari BH number 3 brush, angled brush. And then just going in and setting the outer perimeter of my face. Alright, so one thing I am going to be doing is grabbing a little bit more of my RCMA powder and grabbing my sponge, of course, and just doing that, cleaning up the bronzer a little bit. And you guys have seen me do this many times, but I figured I would share that with you again. And of course, this is something that I would do here and there. That's not something I would do every day, but if I do, I go in with this one. So that's why I went in with it right now. And then I'll leave that for a minute or two, well, until I'm done with my eyes or my face, whatever it is I'm going to go in with next. So with that being said, I'm going to go in with some highlighter, and this ginormous highlighter. Look at this. Huge. This is so good. This is the Catrice Sungasm Face and Body Highlighter. So, so good. Yeah. Doesn't really have a name or anything. So I'm going to be grabbing this BH Cosmetics brush for highlighter. I'm going to apply that right here on the high points of the cheek. I was going to apply this on the bridge, but as you can see, I have some powder. So you know what? Let me get rid of the powder. And now I'm good to go. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of the highlighter on top of the bridge of the nose. And then I'm just going to apply a little bit on the tip, as you can see. And then some on the cupid's bow. Love that. And of course, I'm going to go in with some on the brow because I always do. It's just like my thing. I love this highlighter. It's just so freaking good. And look how beautiful it looks. So yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to go right back into the eyes, grabbing the palette again. And this time I'm just going to be going in with the Morphe & Jeffree Star JS12 brush. Let's see what I have left on the brush. Oh, perfect, actually. Not going in with anything. I'm just going to go in right with the brush, whatever product is left on it. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit of Latte from the palette, just to get whatever remaining is left on the brush. It's a very light shade. It's the one I used on the lid. So I'm going to go in with the ColourPop L1 and grabbing a little bit of Candle, which is the one I applied on the lid. Going to apply just a little bit on the inner corner, just like that. It's just such a gorgeous shadow, you guys. Like, I just love that. And it just gives a pop on the inner corner, on the lid, and I just love the highlight. It just, everything is just gorgeous. And like I said, these products are just amazing. It's what I've been using. So yeah, and for mascara, of course, I've been going with this one. Just love this. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. I haven't used anything else but this for mascara. So as you can see, it just gives you a nice, you know, separation to your lashes. It also defines your lashes more, makes them look a lot bolder, but not too much, you know. It's just, I feel like it's a nice balance to the eye, especially when you have some lashes, you know. Alright, so I should have did this before, but I have been using a pencil liner on the waterline. This one has been my favorite. This is the Rimmel London pencil in the shade In the Nude. So like I said, I should have went in with it before, but I literally do the mascara and then I always go in with it because it has black all over it. But I do apply this on the waterline and I feel like just it kind of like opens it up a little bit, as you can see. Look at that. This one and compared to this one, like I feel like this one's a little bit more awake and more wide open. Alright, so now for lips, I'm going to be going in with this lip liner from Makeup Revolution, and this one is in the shade Fling. And now to top that off, I'm going to be going in with this lip gloss from Maybelline. This is the Lifter Gloss with hyaluronic acid. This one's in the shade Stone. Do you see how good and juicy like your lips look? And they feel really, really good. Super comfortable. Not like that really sticky kind of gloss, but it feels really good and it looks good and I love it. And that shade is just perfection. It goes with everything. Like, it looks perfect with every look. And yeah, so now to share with you my most amazing setting spray, okay? This has literally held my makeup in place and lasts for hours and hours and hours. And I've had this and I completely forgot about it because it's been hidden with the rest of my stash. And you guys, this is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. 16-hour wear. I don't know about the 16-hour, but I mean, I definitely wore it for like about 10 hours plus, but not 16 hours worth, you know? But it, no joke, makes my makeup last. It doesn't transfer, it doesn't rub off, obviously. It's just really, really, really good. So here we go. Alright guys, so this is the final look right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all of the products that I shared with you guys that I've just been loving and pretty much used the whole month of October. And still currently, now that we're in November, I've still been gravitating towards a lot of the products. So yeah, let me know if you've tried any of them or if you are probably going to go out and try some yourself. And hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.